Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. And once again, thank you very much to Destination Uri for having us. And it's a bit strange having us on a Sunday, but we weren't available on Thursday night with a few things to do. But we have lots of news for you, some good and some not good. But we'll make a go of it. The first thing we want to talk about today is we've started our Hope project along the old Warrenpoint Road. We spoke about that last week, and that's a project that's been started up by Siobhan Burns. It's a hope of snakes, and it will go the whole way down the Warrenpoint Road. And I've actually done an interview with Siobhan Burns to explain all about it. We'll play the video there, and if you have a wee listening, she'll tell us all what it's about.
Special occasion, we're here with Siobhan Burns. Siobhan's part of the Hope project, which we have taken upon ourselves to bring into the old Ballinacraig Road. And Siobhan here with me is going to tell a wee bit about how the project started and how it all came about from all over Uri and more. And hello Siobhan, and thanks very much for coming down.
Hello Carla, thank you for having me.
So first of all, do you want to tell us how you started, how this whole project all started and how you got involved?
Well, basically we started off in the extreme lockdown way back in May, whenever we were just basically homeschooling, and in the safety of our own home we had enough to eat and drink, and we thought, when we were looking at the podcasts and the pictures on television of this awful COVID business unfolding, we thought, what can we do to make a little bit of a difference, just provide maybe a little bit of escapism from what had become our new norm. So my son Ross had been working on some rocks, painting some rocks at the kitchen table. Rocks had been seen from Santa way back at Christmas time in the shopping centre. So I had noticed that he had just drawn what looked like a snake head. And I remember thinking from away that I had seen COVID-19 snake, and it just automatically struck to me, that's what I'm going to do, a COVID-19 rock snake. So we started off initially where we live on the Armagh Road. We started off one on the tow car, and we had noticed within days we had received such positive reaction to it, and we got the attention of local councillors and local radio stations, newspapers. We thought really become something bigger than we thought that it could possibly ever have done. So we thought about, but we wordplayed. We called our COVID-19 snake Hope. So we thought we will extend hope. So it's a play on words, extend hope, our rock snake, but in so doing, extend hope. So extend it to the Greenway and to other beautiful locations in our area that have provided us with making really happy memories along the way. So we've one in Camelot, Bestbrook, Newcastle, Banbridge, Kilkeel, Warrenpoint, Rostrevor.
And now the old Warrenpoint Road.
And now the old Warrenpoint.
We have been very proactive down here, Siobhan, during the lockdown, giving out food hampers and people with support through gas, electricity. But I think you're right, it's not just the physical things with COVID, and this certainly brought us together yesterday as a community. We took all the kids down and they had the chance to paint the rocks. So they were all excited about seeing this develop. And if Mary Claire, do you want to just zoom in there and show some of the rocks we've collected? And Siobhan has kindly donated as well. So it's also about welcoming people, even not from this area, but just from different areas and wanting to extend on the snake. All they have to do is paint a rock. And I heard you say on maybe I read in the paper that it didn't necessarily have to be painted. Is that right?
No, you can actually, it's basically to show that we are together, even though we are supposed to be apart. So it's basically coming together, even if we're decorated or not stone, because I'm quite aware that people, maybe elderly people, mightn't have access to art materials or whatever. Right. So it's just to prove that they have come along, they've left down their own rock, and that we want to be together as a community and we're supporting each other. So good.
It's a fantastic idea, and it's really kicking off around the areas and some beautiful art pieces. But as you've said before, Siobhan, it doesn't have to be a work of art.
No, it's not about art. there are some people who are artists who have donated and have left off the rock, and it's empowering actually to speak to some of those people. They've been in contact with me to tell me their story and how they've been, in like yourselves, inspired to do their own rock snakes. So we've rock snakes actually. People, it's amazing. Even we're in social lockdown. There's people still traveling a lot. Whenever we do go down and maintain the snakes, and the likes of Kilkeel, whatsoever, there's actually a lot of tourism actually going on, and they're bringing their own idea home to the likes of England, even America.
Fantastic.
And so it's been extended, and even kids doing lockdown projects from school. They're doing their own back home in the area that they live in.
Brilliant. And Siobhan, as well, you have a Facebook page. If
I
people
do.
want to add, can they add their photographs?
Yes,
onto
they
that?
can. I'm not really good with Facebook, as you probably have noticed. I've been really busy of late, but I am going to get it up and running again, and we're going to the progress on the snakes and report on different people and things maybe that we've been involved in, because we do have lots of other events that we're going to take part in the future.
That's fantastic, because you never know where it leads to. But I think I hope the snake is going to bring us a bit of more positivity, right?
Yes.
And with just standing here for 10 minutes with the people look already. So anybody does want to bring a rock, just add it on to the snake. But as Siobhan, we're well aware of COVID's still here.
Yes, it's very much.
So we're asking people not to touch the rocks. They can certainly look and then add on. Is that correct? Yeah.
That's correct, yes.
So certainly add on your rocks, but just don't touch the rocks. They're all here to enjoy, and this is a very busy area. There's a lot of walkers in these roads.
There is.
Even cyclists come all to enjoy it.
Yes,
And we have a park just up the road, and so even if the kids are walking past, they can see it. And you never know, they could add it in their area as well.
Absolutely.
Siobhan, thank you so much. We're looking forward. Maybe you come back down and see us in a few weeks, see how we're developing.
Certainly will. Thank you, Carla.
Thank you very much, Siobhan. Thank you.
Thank you.
So that was our interview from Siobhan. Sorry about the sound quality, but the road is just so busy. But since we started our rock snake on Wednesday, we've had lots of more rocks added. And to see there this morning, I'm sure Kern won't mind me mentioning, but she added, I've seen your rocks, Caroline, they're absolutely fantastic. So there's no problem with anybody. They don't have to be from this area. They can go ahead and add their rocks, painted, not painted, whatever they want. But as they say as well, just don't touch the rocks, because they're COVID's still in force. But it's getting a lot of people stopping and looking to see what it's all about. Just as well, we have the Newry Shamrocks Lotto. We have no Mary Claire tonight, so I'm just giving out the Lotto numbers. There were no winners, and the Lotto numbers for the Shamrocks this week were 1, 5, 8 and 29. And the prize so far is £4,200, and it again will be on tonight, and the results will be on their Facebook page at 9:30. This week we have a couple of birthdays to mention. Our first one is Anne-Marie O'Brien, and Anne-Marie had a fantastic party, I believe, with all her family during the week, with her 2 grandchildren, Freya and Leo, and her sons and daughter, and I believe all her family was around her. She had a great day. And another very special birthday this week is Jennifer McElroy. Jennifer is one of our very proactive committee members, and she's been a Ballinacraig resident all her life. Jennifer had a week off holidays this week and had a fantastic week. We spent the day yesterday with Jennifer down seeing Finn the Dolphin in Carningford, and we had a great day celebrating with Jennifer. Jennifer, enjoy your last day off work. I'm sure you had a great week. And the last birthday that we have is a very, very, very special birthday. Lorraine Quinn of Courtney Hill turned 60 this week. And I believe it was a surprise garden party for Lorraine last week with all her friends and family. I'm sure she'll appreciate those photographs. Lorraine's an aunt of my own, so Auntie Lorraine, have a very happy birthday and enjoy the celebrations. This week, the last 2 weeks running, actually, we've had a very successful go-karting trip to Formula Go-Karting for 24 kids. And can I just mention that the kids were absolutely superb. Their behaviour was fantastic. We had boys and girls, and they all mixed. There was no problems at all. And I would just also like to thank the Neighbourhood Renewal, who had funded these 2 trips to Formula Karting. with the kids wouldn't really get carding on a normal occasion, never mind during COVID. So we were very, very, very happy with Neighbourhood Renewal for funding that. Thank you so much. And also thank you so much to Formula Carton. They were very good to the kids. The next thing I want to speak about is the park. Our park was built in October last year, and it's not even a year old. We've had a lot of antisocial behaviour in it, which we're very disappointed about. The residents are being tortured over the weekend with loud music and carry on really at all hours of the morning. Last night, actually, the neighbours witnessed an arrest in the park, which was very disappointing. You can see Charlie there. That was celebrating the opening of the park. Now, we've come together as a community association with Councillor Valerie Hart and the council, and we're coming out with a few ideas how to stop this antisocial behaviour. But I am asking, please, once again this week, just to respect the park. And I know that the people who were coming last weekend and this weekend are not from the area to drink in the park and smash bottles. It's just not on. It's like there's young kids up there, disabled kids, and even vulnerable adults love going up there, and the OAPs are looking after the garden in it. So please, just once again, please respect the area. If there's any antisocial behaviour or any noise, don't be afraid to ring 101. The police are well aware of what the situation is in the park. And going on from that, we have roadworks still on the Warrenpoint Road, and just to be careful of travelling up and down and take it easy through the estates. There was one area who didn't get their bins collected this week, and that was Ravenstein Villas. If we could just let everybody know, if they put their bins out tomorrow morning, they'll be collected. And I think that's the last of the bins that has to be collected. The work should be finishing up this week from Firmus Gas, but there was a lot of disruption and a lot of frustrated residents not being able to get round the area, not being able to park outside their homes, and also the bins not being emptied. But hopefully this week we'll finish that all off. We had another successful movie night. This time it was in Peter McParlin Park last Tuesday night. The kids and all the families had a great time. We had 30 people that are all social distancing, all adhering to the rules. It's at the start of the night we thought it wasn't going to be able to continue because of a bit of a rain, but the rain passed and we weren't long then. We had our hot chocolate and our toasted marshmallows, and the kids had sweets, and they had their soft drinks, and everything went to plan. But there was just one noise complaint, so unfortunately we've had to cancel our final show, which was to be this Tuesday night. It was supposed to be The Greatest Showman, but we have worked with Laura of LC Events, and she has agreed to postpone to a later date. So maybe the end of August, before the kids go back to school, we can have a movie night where it's starting a bit earlier and finishing a bit later at night. But it was a very successful event, and hopefully looking forward to having a few more of them in the area. We also got fantastic news this week that we received £4,000 in funding from the John Moores Foundation. We have great hopes for that, and a few trips coming up whenever we can get back on track again with the buses. I want to also thank Lawrence Bradley, Kathy McMahon of CCG, who assisted us with the funding, and we look forward to, as I say, spending the money on our residents. On a good note as well, we have been in contact with Martin Connell from the Respect Project, and we are going to start a 4-week course with Martin, hopefully starting the first week of August, and it'll run for 4 weeks. Now, this won't work like it did the last year, folks. It will be different, where we're only allowed 20 people in the area working with Martin at the one time because of social distancing. So if anyone is interested in putting their child's name forward, it's between the ages of 12 and 16, and you must register with ourselves. We'll get the registrations out if anyone is interested. So the first 20 places, they're yours, as long as the kids are between 12 and 16 and no signs of COVID, but that will be checked every week. But if you keep an eye on the Facebook page, there'll be more information about that. But if your child is interested, please see a committee member or else private mail the page. Last week we had mentioned a that I was going to do an interview with a very, very special person, and she finally agreed to do an interview with me. We went to see her during the week, myself and Jennifer, and I'm delighted to be able to play this video this week. The interview is with Miss Bernie Ryan, and we'll finish off with the interview. Thank you very much, Destination Yuri, and I hope everyone enjoys the video with Bernie. Thanks very much, everybody. Destination Yuri, and as you all heard last week on the TV, that we had a very special guest this week, and I can now reveal who that special guest is, and it's Miss Bernie Ryan from the Old Warrenpoint Road. Bernie, thanks very much for having us.
Not at all, Dog. You're welcome.
Thank you, Bernie. And what we're going to do is we're just going to run through a few of Bernie's memories and how she was growing up. Bernie, we'll start off, first of all. Tell us about where you were born and your own family.
Number 14 Pool Lane. It's just off Dominic Street, a wee lane.
Mm-hmm.
There's still houses there, but they're new houses.
That's right.
But we live in the old houses. And you get up, go up the next morning tired and you lay down the night before. Play at the top, play at the bottom. And arms and legs all over you.
And how many brothers and sisters did you have?
I had, I'm the second girl. But there was another girl, 8 girls and 2 brothers.
And you were all in the one house?
And I have 8 girls and 4 boys.
You your hands full. Bernie, tell us about whenever you were growing up in school. Have you any stories first? What school did you go to?
St. Joseph's in Edward Street.
Right. And what was it like at the time?
Oh, lovely. The nuns beat the shade out of us. I'm allowed to say that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I would not them all, but some of them.
Right, yeah.
You're in the frosty morning, I couldn't get our Sammy up the quay or through the pig market to go to school. You'd say, I'm not getting in the buses today.
Yeah. And Bernie, what age did you leave school at?
14.
14. And then
I left on a Friday and my job was in on the Monday to the steam laundry in Dominic Street.
In the laundry.
Down from the Dominican Chapel.
And you were 14.
I was 14. Walked like an ailer.
And for anybody who doesn't know, what was the steam laundry? What did you have to do in it?
The Hoffman, the big sheets coming out, and Billy Taggart worked with me, and Rose Hart from Drummond. Who and I done the sheets. Oh, it was hard work.
Were they from the hospital or they sheets of?
No, that was there was a cart went round for to collect the dirty laundry.
Right.
And then there was a cart went round for to get the clean, give the clean laundry.
Right. And you were.
We done it all.
It was tough work then at 14.
Oh, it was tough. And then at 4 o'clock in the day, you were told you had to go up to do the military. That was the army close.
So you'd finish work there and then you'd go.
Would have go up the stairs for to do the military to 9 o'clock at night.
And did you just get your lunch and all there?
We had nothing to eat.
Nothing.
Not at all. Not a bite.
Worked the whole day through, Bernie.
And if anybody had a wee bite, you've got a wee bit of it.
But were they good times, Bernie?
They were good times.
Good people.
They were hard times, but good times. See, you just can't get it all good all the time.
Yeah, that's right. And then whenever you finished work, back home again to the house.
Yes. And the tea would be over. And I say, Mommy, is there any left? She said, oh, there's such and such a 1 euro.
Your portion.
I got nothing. See, there was 10 of us. My mommy and daddy and granda in a wee house that you couldn't have whipped a cat in.
Yeah. But just get on with it.
Oh, get on with it.
And Bernie, see, you've nothing like they have these days with their phones and.
Not at all. I didn't know. To this day, yet I don't use phones or things.
And so, how did you heat the house now? Was there coal fires then?
No, big range, big black range.
And there was only just the one, only heated the one room.
There was more icicles in the inside of our window than was in the outside.
It was freezing.
It was freezing.
During the winter.
And our Phil, God rest her. You see, Mama, our Bernie's putting our feet over me.
Your cold feet.
There was more of them. Used to pull the hair out of one now and touch her. What can you do?
And then Bernie, so did you work, how long did you work over there for the laundry?
I walked in the steam laundry and then I was getting a better job over in the saddle. That's up the dead pad.
Right.
Well, we called it the dead pad. What would you call it?
And what did you do there then?
The laundry walk again.
Right.
There was 2 laundries.
Tough
Went over there again and the best of crack. I went out, well, I had a break and I went out. Bertie never had anything with her.
yeah.
But I was always well treated. I
Yes.
had good friends.
I'm sure you do. You still do. And then Bernie, how did you meet Willie?
Oh, it's in Coleman's Hall. Facing McCann's Bakery.
Right.
Yes, remember me.
Right.
That it's part of it's still there.
Yeah.
And he walked there and he came over and gave me a dance. Well, I had older sisters, he said.
Right.
So they had to be cheered. If he asked us to leave you home, he didn't pay for you in. And if he asked you, are you coming next week? No, I wouldn't be allowed to walk across the town on my own. But where do you live? Poolane. Where's Poolane? Says just off where the railway gates are, saying there's a shop there, and you just turn. I can know now. But he wasn't allowed any further than Joe Lowe's. So you stay at Joe Lowe's. Because I had to tell my mama.
Right.
So, and he never got to our house. We were near getting married before he got into our house.
Is that right?
Oh, no boyfriends were allowed into our
No.
house. No.
No.
Hey, Grand, where were they going to sit?
That's right.
There was nowhere for them to sit unless there's something to floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I raped, and you say, I had quite older sisters. But from that, and he says, can I see you next week? Well, I says, I don't know now, you know, playing hard to get. So I didn't know that at the time, but I was tutoring me.
You told.
And he says, is it all right if I come over and talk with St. Coleman's Hall? And I just knew I could have had not loads of boys, but all the boys. But no, I knew he was the man for me.
Oh, that's
Isn't that funny? I just
yeah.
had that gut
Get
thing.
away.
There he is there. Look.
He's always at your side.
Oh, what, 13 years I've been on that. And I wouldn't look at it now.
No, you wouldn't.
Nope.
No. Well, he was
That's me. And I would not if he was laying gold eggs from here to Timbuktu.
you wouldn't take an on.
Nope.
And tell me, Bernie, so where'd you get married and
In the cathedral.
in the cathedral?
Yeah.
And then where did you
Got married on a Monday morning at 9 o'clock mass.
Did you?
But there was no picking and choosing your priest. And Father Esler was supposed to be a cross priest.
Right.
You know, in our day, go in and see who's doing the confessions, you know. And they'll come out and tell us, oh no, we're not going to Father Esler. And we're not going to tell. We're telling the same thing over and over again. And you were making up something to tell the priest.
How often did you go to confession?
I don't know. My mom made us go to
You had to go.
confession. I had to go. Rosina Martin, God rest her, and Claire Trainer, and they're all my chums is dead. Eileen Poocher's still alive.
Yeah.
But
So you got married at 9 o'clock on the Monday
on
morning.
a Monday morning, and we went, my son-in-law, my brother, my brother-in-law, he took us over to Edward Street. That's where the station was.
Right.
And we got on the train for Dublin, and we paid 17 and 6 to North Circle Road, Mrs. McGilligan. I remember
that.
everything. She lived north, and Phoenix Park was right beside us.
Mom, you forgot to say the Park Hotel.
And my wedding was in the Park Hotel.
Oh, you had a reception.
Oh, I was very strange.
Jesus.
I always said to them when we were going to a meet in the bus, that's what I would love to get married. You want to get married there, love? You'd get married
Oh,
there.
God.
Oh, it's the best man in the world.
And how many did you have at your wedding?
Oh, God, I never counted them. Just right
Family.
close.
friends, yeah.
His aunts and the husband. husbands and my connection.
Yeah, yeah,
But my dad had only one sister, they say McGill's,
right.
John Martin Street, that's
Yeah.
where he was reared.
And then whenever you come home from honeymoon, obviously it's moved in together.
Moved in with our Rita.
Well, he's moved in with
We
Rita.
had nowhere to go.
Right.
Yeah, nowhere else.
Right.
Nowadays, they're
Oh, everything's ready.
No, our Rita.
So you moved
She
in
had
with
4 bedrooms and she only used 2 of them. Her and Noel, God rest them both of them. They had 2 children then, and then Rosemary. You know why
Yes.
I Rose?
Yes.
Well, she was more like my daughter because I took her in.
Yeah. So you stayed there.
Stayed there, and then we got a house up. Davy McGinnis, God rest him, and I know he's in heaven. He got his house up in St. Mary's Villas. And we lived there for 5 years, and then Davy McGinnis got us this house here.
Down in the Point Road.
But I've done a lot of renovations to it
Yeah.
now.
And then did you start having your children when you moved in here?
Not at all, it's had them up in the commons.
Didn't take you long, but
12 of them. And I was married 6 months before I was expecting. And I says they will adopt. Whatever I said went.
yeah,
Well, all right. You always call me girl. I don't know for what reason.
yeah, yeah.
You say, well, all right, girl. Right.
Whatever you
And
want.
I had 12.
So you came here.
I had
You were 12.
Martina, Geraldine, and Anthony up in the she was born home and Anthony was born home. I went into the, you had to go into the hospital for to have your course because, you know,
In case of any complications
Yeah.
and that.
I never had no complications.
And you had 12 of them.
12.
So when you came here to the Point Road, this is where you reared your 12.
This is where we're at.
And tell us about that.
Oh, it was hard. On a Sunday when you had a bit of dinner. Now, I mean a bit of dinner. And not a big plate full. Say there was 2 of them over at the corner. I would send somebody else to go to get the tooth in the corner. The 3rd one never came back. I would send the 4th one over to the corner to get the other
Yeah,
plate.
3 of them.
She never came back. So I put the wooden spoon up. I went to the corner and I flipped the Barney out of them
Yeah.
from the corner to here. So you do that again, you'll get the same again. Oh, I was very strict now.
Yeah. Well, you had
But
12
you
of
had
them.
to be.
Yeah, you had
You
12
had
of
to keep them in all, and thank God he's blessed them all and having a bad shape.
them. No, that's good.